Hi everyone, it's me, Jordan Long here, and today I'm going to talk about, something that happens when someone seeks to shame you for being you know, for being a wrestling follower. And this happens a lot. But this was what happened to me when I was, happens a lot. Now, I am a happy wrestling follower, and I'm not shamed to be a wrestling follower. But when someone seeks to shame you, usually goes something like this. Oh, so you like skilled wrestling, huh? Yeah, I do. Well, you know that's all fake. It's all written. It's all booked. They're only show playing. They're not truly harming each other. I know that's written and booked. I know they're not truly harming each other, but I still like it. Well, you should like something like football, you know, because the takedowns are true. Yeah, the takedowns are true. And they kick the ball into the goal steeple, and yeah, but that's all they do, you know. And some folks like that. That's good for them if you like skilled football, but you don't have to shame me for liking skilled wrestling. Well, you know, you should like fighting. You should like skilled fighting because they're truly fighting each other. Yeah, but if you like skilled fighting, good for you, but I'm not into skilled fighting. I can't believe you like wrestling. Why would you like skilled wrestling for? Because I like skilled wrestling. There's just something about that I like. I can't tell you. And if you don't like skilled wrestling, well, you don't like skilled wrestling. But you're not going to make me seek to shame me for liking skilled wrestling. Either when I'm a WWE follower, or you being an NFL follower, or UFC follower, or whatever you want to call it. You know? Well, I guess you're right about that. But I still don't see how you could like, something that's written, something that's booked, and it's not true fighting or not true wrestling. So why would you like that for? I know, I just do. And at the end of the day, folks who are football followers, and a lot of football followers tend to be NFL followers because that's the biggest football business out there. And a lot of folks tend to be fighting followers, and they tend to be UFC followers since that's the biggest fighting business out there. And a lot of folks who are wrestling followers tend to be W followers because that's the biggest wrestling business out there. But there are some UFC followers and some NFL followers out there who seek to shame WWE followers, or just skilled football followers or skilled fighting followers who seek to shame skilled wrestling followers because their thing isn't true, or their thing's written or booked, or their thing, is true, you know? And the shaming goes like, and another thing they tend to go out is like this. Oh well, NFL shows are all free on ABC and CBS and NBC and Fox, so I don't have to give anything to see them. Yeah, all the games are free, even the big games are free. Well, good for you if the NFL puts all that on free. It doesn't you can't shame me for me having to buy a WE buy show, either through the W Folk Work on Peacock or whatever, or through some Moon or Wire giver out there. Yeah, I can. But keep in mind, there's the NFL Folk Work. There's buying dolls and shirts and stuff. So you can't behave as if you're not backing up the NFL. Yeah, well, I don't have to back it up if I don't want to. You know? Well, okay, good for you then. But you can't say you're greater than me, or skilled football or NFL was more greater than WWE, because all their shows are on free on the wire, on the wire and the moon and the bunny ears, and that you don't have to buy any of it. And if you choose to buy any of the shirts or dolls or books or the folk work, that's your own business. But you can't shame me for having to buy shows for the WE folk work on Peacock or on some wire moon giver, you know. Yeah, well, UFC stuff, yeah, and you still have to buy UFC buy shows. Yeah, that might be true, but at least all the UFC, but I gotta come back to you on that. Yeah, you do. Because you were going to say that UFC was greater than WWE, but then you still got to buy UFC's buy shows, either through their folk work or through some moon or wire giver out there, you know. And if you don't want to back them up, that's your own business. But if you're buying any books or dolls or their folk work or whatever, you're backing them up. But don't make me ashamed of being a WE follower or a skilled wrestling follower when either you're an NFL follower or a skilled football follower, or either you're a UFC follower or a skilled fighter follower. Yeah, I mean, I know Dave Knows Wrestling or David Knows Wrestling already talked about the shaming or folks being ashamed of being skilled wrestling followers, but that's never been one of me. But there are some folks who are non wrestling followers, who are UFC followers, NFL followers, whatever, NBA followers, MLB followers, whatever, and HL followers out there, whatever, who seek to put down WWE followers for wrestling not being true sport, for being written or booked, you know, and them not truly harming each other or whatever, you know, or the NBA and not the NBA you're thinking of. But whatever grounds is, it could also be the same way. That tends to be two of the teams out there to do it. Not all of them. There are some NFL and UFC followers out there who onlook W followers. So not all of them are like that, but some of them are. So if you like that film, then follow me here at Jordan Long, or watch my last film over here. I'm Jordan Long, and I'll see you tomorrow.